The American author Zig Ziglar stated, "Success occurs when opportunity meets preparation." BPS Board Certification was the preparation that helped create my success. Hello, my name is Linda Gutierrez, and I am BPS Board Certified in Pharmacotherapy and Ambulatory Care. Life is full of surprises, which can be viewed as opportunities. We must be prepared when those opportunities arrive to have success. I'm here to tell you about the journey that created my success. My family's from Nicaragua. My grandfather was an orthopedic surgeon who owned a clinic. His brother was a pharmacist who owned an independent pharmacy. Their dream was that their children worked together in the family medical businesses. My dad did his surgical residency in New York City and was supposed to return to Nicaragua to work in the family clinic. However, with the Civil War at the time, he was unable to return. Instead, my family moved to New Mexico, where I was born and raised. I decided to become a pharmacist. My brother had introduced me to a friend who worked as a pharmacist clinician. She worked in a family medicine clinic and managed chronic diseases. I could easily imagine myself being happy doing a job like hers. She also had BPS board certification. At the time, I didn't know what it meant. I did know that board certification in medicine was a big deal. I remember that my brother and sister had used their time in residency to prepare for their board certification exam. I also remember that it was required for their jobs after residency. The same is true with pharmacy. BPS board certification is a big deal. People use their residency time to help prepare for this exam. It's also required for certain jobs. So I decided to apply for pharmacy school and I became a pharmacist. I never had imagined that I would leave my home state, but I fell in love and I married my husband, who's in the Air Force. He got restationed to go to Ohio. Having BPS board certification was the preparation that helped me land my dream job in another state. Why did I decide to become BPS board certified? I did not know of the success it would cause me. I wanted to show proof of my clinical pharmacy knowledge and experience. Let me go back to the time I was in pharmacy school. I graduated with a top grade for an average from my pharmacy class, yet I didn't match to a pharmacy residency program. In pharmacy school, I thought that doing a residency was the only way to get my dream clinical job. When I didn't match, I was devastated, but later learned that there were other ways to gain and show proof of clinical pharmacy experience. Fortunately, I found a job at an Indian Health Tribal site in Santo Domingo, New Mexico, that offered clinical pharmacy experience. I had a supportive pharmacy manager who sent me to do trainings with residents from other Indian health sites. After 3 years of gaining clinical pharmacy experience, I took the BPS pharmacotherapy exam and passed. BPS has a practice experience pathway where you can become board certified without having to do a residency as long as you have a certain number of years of clinical pharmacy experience. Passing the BPS pharmacotherapy exam showed proof of my clinical pharmacy knowledge and experience. I also found financial success as I received a raise for having BPS board certification. When searching for jobs in Ohio, I saw a posting at a federally qualified health center looking for a clinical pharmacist to manage chronic diseases. A job like that is why I had decided to become a pharmacist. A credentialing requirement for the job was having BPS board certification. I was prepared with that requirement and I got the job. This job gave me meaningful experiences with patients. My most meaningful experience occurred after I got my first referral from the midwife of our clinic to manage type 2 diabetes in one of her pregnant patients until she could get seen with a specialist. This patient was Spanish speaking from Mexico. She had a past history of miscarriages, which was attributed to having uncontrolled diabetes. So there was uncertainty if this pregnancy would be carried to term. In Ohio, pharmacists can prescribe medications as long as they have a collaborative practice agreement. I had a collaborative practice agreement with the providers of our clinic. I prescribed this patient insulins and met with her weekly. I could see how her glucose levels improved week to week. After this patient was able to see the specialist for the first time, she came back to see me and told me that there was a high possibility that her pregnancy would be carried to term, as she had been able to make it through her first trimester. I remember tearing up when she told me this, as I was so happy for her. She later went on to deliver a healthy baby girl. After being at that job for several years, I decided to become BPS Board Certified in Ambulatory Care, as I had been working as an ambulatory care pharmacist. I also recertified my BPS Pharmacotherapy Board Certification as well. I decided that I wanted to stay current in pharmacy topics, especially those seen in hospitals, just in case if I ever need to apply for a hospital pharmacy position. I also plan to recertify in ambulatory care, as I want to stay current on topics to provide the best patient care. BPS Board Certification has created success for me by helping me get dream jobs. You never know what life will throw at you, so I encourage you to be the best prepared you can as a pharmacist by having BPS Board Certification. As I quoted earlier, success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. BPS Board Certification has been the preparation that has allowed me to have job satisfaction. Through recertification, I stay current on continuously changing guidelines, which allows me to provide the best patient care. BPS Board Certification has allowed me to make more money as a pharmacist. BPS Board Certification has opened doors for me. I invite you to create your success.